Communication has been an indispensable part of human history. It has driven the making and breaking of civilizations for millennia. But for the last few centuries, the field of communication has largely been dominated by Eurocentric approaches. However, Eurocentrism is too limited in approach to explore the vast world of communication.
So when I joined Masters in Mass Communication and Journalism, and when the reading materials were supplied to us, then I found that the reading materials, starting from the curriculum to textbooks, they were heavily West-centric. So you may say indigenous contents were virtually absent. Later on, I came to learn that that was the norm everywhere in the world. The discipline which is called communication, that was institutionalized in the US, and then a kind of linear expansion of that discipline happened to other countries. So Nepal was not an exception. It was the same in, let us say, other Asian countries or African countries or even South American countries.
These Western theories and models of communication present only the linear view of the world we live in. The Western theories are not only inadequate in explaining non-Western phenomena, but they also often misrepresent them. It is time to bring back to the mainstream the African, Asian, and other non-Western views of communication.
Asia, home to more than half of the world's population, and the rich tapestry of languages, religions, traditions, and belief systems represents a mosaic of human experiences unparalleled anywhere else on earth. Yet, despite its immense cultural and wealth of influence, Asian perspectives have often been marginalized or misrepresented within dominant Western-centric communication paradigms. This imbalance not only perpetuates cultural hegemony, but also inhibits our ability to fully appreciate and engage with the complexities of Asia's diverse societies.
Upon realizing this knowledge gap, Dr. Nirmala Mani Adhikari devoted himself to pursuing the non-Western communication model and theory using indigenous knowledge. Dwelling upon the classical Sanskrit texts, Adhikari proposed the Sadharanikaran Model of Communication.
I kept on exploring, and I was exposed to an article by J.S. Yadav in which he discussed that the concept of Sadharanikaran may be useful for theorizing communication. In fact, it is relevant for this discipline, and that inspired me a lot. Then I continued, then I read Natya Shastra and Vakyapadiya originally. Then I came to know that while explaining the Rasa Sutra in Natya Shastra, Bhattanayaka in fact theorized that Rasa Sutra and came up with the theory of Sadharanikaran. And then I worked further, taking further insights from Vakyapadiya as well, and in 2003 the outcome was the Sadharanikaran Model of Communication.
Sadharanikaran Model of Communication, constructed and developed by Nirmal Mani Adhikari, represents the communication process from the Hindu perspective. It is a systematic, diagrammatic description of the process of attaining mutual understanding, commonness, and oneness among people. The model illustrates how the communicating parties interact in a system, that is, the process of Sadharanikaran, for the attainment of Sahridayata. Sahridayata is the core concept that drives the meaning of Sadharanikaran. It is the state of common orientation, commonality, mutual understanding, or oneness. Communicating parties become Sahridayas with the completion of the process of Sadharanikaran. Bharata's Natya Shastra and Bhartrihari's Vakyapadiya are the two principal sources for the Sadharanikaran model. The foundational concepts of Sadharanikaran model, such as Sahridayata, Rasaswadhana, and Sakshatkara, are drawn from the Sanskrit poetics, aesthetics, and linguistics, as well as other disciplines of Hindu religious philosophical knowledge systems. Sadharanikaran Model of Communication, along with other Asian models of communication, helps create a plural, multicultural, inclusive world and projects a holistic worldview.
Promoting an Asia-centric communication theory is essential for addressing pressing global challenges such as climate change, economic inequality, etc. By centering Asian perspectives in our communication discourse, we can foster collaborations and solidarity across borders, harnessing the collective wisdom and diverse cultures to tackle shared challenges. Moreover, an Asia-centric communication theory offers a powerful antidote to the rise of xenophobia, nationalism, fundamentalism, and cultural imperialism that threaten to divide our world. As the Sadharanikaran model of communication is widely accepted as non-Western, Asia-centric communication theorization, this international seminar is in fact a significant endeavor in reclaiming authenticity in communication from Asian perspective.
Today, the Sadharanikaran Model of Communication is taught at various universities across the world. Several academicians and scholars have used the model for research across various disciplines, and its scope isn't limited to communication only. The model, now 20 years old, has encouraged scholars and academicians to use indigenous knowledge as a source of inspiration for developing non-Western models of communication.
Very prominent scholars, even very senior professors, they started writing on Sadharanikaran model of communication. Not only citing that, but actually using this as theoretical framework and doing further research. The global mainstreaming, in a way, it's happening. It has inspired many young scholars to explore, let us say, indigenous sources. And reorientation is actually happening.